Today we're going to look at the term still life, which is a type of painting or drawing that is an arrangement of objects or a single object, as opposed to a portrait, which is a picture of a person, or a landscape, which is a picture of a place. The artwork we are looking at here is a still life by Henri Matisse, who was a French painter and artist from the last century. And we are going to be using his work and his style as a jumping off place for our still life assignment. So Henri Matisse was born in 1869. He died in 1954. He was a French artist who was known for his use of bright, expressive color. He was a painter as well as a collage artist and a sculptor. So his use of color was really unusual, and he really sort of changed the art world with his use of color. He used colors to express emotions and often used colors that had nothing to do with natural or normal colors of the subject. His style art was later called Fauvism, which translates to wild beast. People considered his really unusual color choices as an insult to traditional painting, and so they were trying to insult him by calling him a beast. Over his lifetime, he made art about a lot of things, but he often returned to things inside the home, whether it was portraits of people, interior spaces, or still lifes. Here are some still life examples by Henri Matisse. On the left, you can see it's a very geometric and the table is sort of tilted toward you. It doesn't look realistic at all. He's really focusing on using color and pattern and shape. He's not worried about making it look perfect. On the right, you see a chair covered in a blanket and some plants. In this one, which is one of his earlier works, he really was more trying to create shading and value and give that illusion of a 3D look. You can see here he also worked in a variety of styles with some of his portraits. The ones on the far left and the far right definitely have that Fauvist color scheme. It's very unusual. People really aren't turquoise or green. The one in the middle is one of his later works, and it shows a more flat and cartoonish style. His work changed over time. In addition to using color and shape a lot in all of his artwork, he really often focused on patterns. A lot of his artworks show patterns in clothing, in interior scenes. He would paint still lifes where you would see this repetition of a shape and a repetition of a color to create a pattern. His style emphasized flattened forms and decorative pattern in many of his works. So we are going to be using the notions of color, shape, and pattern to be guiding our work as we make our own still life drawings. So your assignment is that you're going to use the Google Canvas drawing app or the drawing app of your choice to create your own still life using bright, expressive colors and patterns. You're going to need your Chromebook or your other device and the Canvas tutorial, which is also posted in Canvas. You're going to start by choosing a still life photo from the internet. You could also choose a photo that you have taken with your own device. Remember, a still life is just an object or an arrangement of objects. Then you're going to save that image into your Google Drive, and you're going to open up the Google Canvas app. You're going to choose a new image, and you're going to select the still life that you downloaded. That's going to bring that still life you downloaded into your drawing. Then you're going to use layers to add your own drawing on top of it. So you can be tracing, you can be using the idea of value in that original still life that you found to create your own drawing that is done in the style of Matisse. Namely, I want you to use bright colors, I want you to think about shape, and I want you to think about pattern. When you're done with your drawing, you can delete the example picture and you can upload your final drawing into Canvas to be graded.